All righty. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Eric. Eric,
Morning.
ready to
Vince
go.
Gill also says morning.
Vince Gill. Love Vince Gill.
Mm-hmm.
Love Vince Gill. Yeah, his version of Go Rest High on that mountain is, I want that played at my funeral. So good. That and Everybody Have Fun by Wang Chung. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Everybody have fun tonight. Probably get flagged for singing that. Burning all loose and clean. All right, here we go. Well, good morning. 7:13. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Kiki, 80.
Hey, morning.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Did I say it was 7:13? I did say it was 7:13 because it is.
I have no idea what time it is.
You don't listen to me when I say it.
Nope.
How
or
dare-
anything.
You might want to listen to this, though. I have been on a real big scratcher kick, and I've been doing pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Been doing pretty well.
So far you've been pretty lucky, but I'm waiting for that luck to run out.
I'm doing good.
And then it's just going to be a wash because you'll end up spending as much as you won.
First of all, nothing is a worsh because
that's how gambling works.
First of all, nothing is a worsh because worsh isn't a word. Isn't a word. It's not a word.
It is where I'm from.
Dictionary. Worsh is not a thing. And no, I'm just gonna keep making money. I'm doing great. I won $10 on a dollar scratcher. All right.
Yeah, let's be clear to everyone. We are not winning loads. We're just buying like what $2 and $5. What you're talking about instead of like the dollar scratchers.
It all started when I bought because we had a conversation. I don't know. This was like last week, middle of last week, and it was talking about that guy who was buying a birthday present for a friend, bought himself a scratcher, ended up winning like 1 point or like 4 million.
Million. Yeah.
Well, clearly you need to buy the more expensive ones. The dollar ones, the $5 ones, they really don't pay. So on a whim that day, I'm like, you know what? I was talking about it. I got to do it because, again, I have a very addictive personality. I'm easily swayed. I buckle under peer pressure immediately. So I bought two $10 ones. Well, on one of them, I won 30, and on the other one, I won 20. So I was up $30, I was up $30 like that.
They hooked you.
I got it. And so then I've been kind of nickel and diamond here and there, and I had some luck on some $1 scratchers.
I think they have like a first timer when they know that it's a first timer. I think they have like first timer piles. Let's give them some of these wins. Let's hook them.
I don't think, but it doesn't.
Now he'll be in all the time trying to chase after that high of the first time.
I would agree if I wasn't getting it from the gas station attendee, though. So that's
what I mean. The attendees, they're doing it.
Yeah, but they don't get any kickback from it. Actually, I think they might get a little.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I'm paying the gas station for a product.
I don't know how that works. But I'm saying though is that I think like the lottery, whatever it is, whatever state you're in, like they have you in there. I don't know if they get a stipend from the lottery. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or not. I think they do actually. I think like because whenever I've read about the big like Mega Millions winners, it's like, oh, so and so won this amount. The gas station also got like a kickback for selling it. So maybe there is something to it, but
they're after that high too.
Riley and I were doing scratchers last night. Sure, her little hands aren't strong enough to really scratch it, so I had to help.
Yes, our 3-year-old daughter. I came in and she and you were sitting on the kitchen table doing scratchers. That was your bonding activity.
Yeah. You asked, "What are you doing?" I said, "We're doing scratchers."
I don't even know why I asked.
Big money, no whammies. Our daughter knows. Look,
she does say that. She does say that.
Yeah, big money, no whammies. All right.
Big money, no whammies.
Pull tabs are actually really good for her because it's easy. She knows how to bend it and then pull
you don't have to scrape it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she's good at Keno. She's good at picking numbers. She's real good at pull tabs, scratchers. She's got to work.
So far, how much are you up on this new strategy? These new cards.
It's not about how much you're up, Kiki. It's about
that's what I thought. Are you broke even at the moment?
Not yet. I think I'm still ahead of the game, but not as much as I was when I was up 30 a while back.
Right.
So, but that just
means it works.
It just means I got to try harder and spend more, and that's just what it boils down to.
I think you need a new hobby. No, you aren't anyone who's spending like $50 on a scratcher, which that's probably where the big money is. But
no, the main reason I am not a degenerate gambler / like cokehead is because I can't afford it. I can't afford the lifestyle. If I ever won the lottery, it would be awful. That would spell disaster for me. Right now, I do it like I got $1. I'm going to get a scratcher. Oh, that was fun. That was a good $1. And that's part of the problem too. Part of the problem is when you have $1 in your wallet, what else can you buy nowadays for $1? A scratcher.
But you collect all the dollars together eventually, and you have,
That's not how dollars work, Kiki. That's not how dollars work. Okay.
You compile them, and a bunch of $1 add up.
No. Then you buy more lottery tickets? Is that what you're saying? I'm not understanding what you're getting at here.
Put it in the savings.
No, you got that wrinkly dollar that went through the wash. It's in your jean pocket.
No, for sure.
What else are you going to do with it?
I usually just stick it in Riley's piggy bank.
I actually took money out of her piggy bank to buy.
You did not. I'll kill you.
Look, honey, I promise once Daddy wins it big, I'll put it all back and then some. You're accruing interest right now, honey. This is how it works. You're gonna be richer by the end of all this. Daddy needs the piggy bank. I'll be back.
IOUs. You got to put IOUs in her piggy bank.
Ooh, 250,000. I'd hold on to that one. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I'm on a run. I'm gonna get us back. I'm gonna get us back.
That's what they say. That's what they always say before they fall into a bad addicting gambling problem.
We'll be fine. You'll be long gone by the time I hit that stage. You'll leave. You and the kid will leave me long before that. Go stay.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
As long as you know that.
Yeah. Michael said I'm grooming Riley for Gamblers Anonymous. First of all, Gamblers Anonymous is for quitters, and my daughter ain't no quitter. All right. That's right. She's keep her going. All right. Anyway, we got to keep things moving here, folks. Again, don't forget to join us on the stream. We'll be on for the next hour or so. Right now, it's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump.
That.
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777.
77.
Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Yeah, pump it. Pump that septic. I'm stalling because I need to find my story. Oh, hey, why don't we kick it off with this? It's not really that fun, but it's worth noting. It's National Poets Day. A good day to connect with your inner poet. You're a poet and you didn't even know it.
And you didn't know it.
I'm a poet and I didn't even know I was. That's that classic line, I think, from The Office. Steve Carell says that. I'm a poet.
Right?
Didn't even know I was. You like poetry.
I do. I like arts. I just like the arts, the fine arts, poetry, and
I do appreciate a good sonnet, a nice haiku. I remember we did a lot of that in like English class growing up. Like write a haiku about this subject, and it's like, okay, what's that? 575, right? That's a haiku. 575, I believe so.
I don't remember.
I think so. The only thing I can't get into is the slam poetry. And
yeah, it's just there's no flow, right?
No.
It's just randomness.
Yeah, and you're doing it to this weird beat like, and then when the sun comes down, that one I can't get into.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? It's kind of like jazz a little bit too. It's kind of all over the place. I don't know. I like something that rhymes. I like a smooth, transition.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, should we have, you know what? Why don't we do, I'm going to tell AI, write me a poem. What do you Give me a topic, random topic.
Wait, I thought you were getting into something.
No, I'm just bringing up it's Poets Day today, Poetry Day.
Oh, I thought you had more to that.
No, I told you it wasn't anything big. I just figured I'd mention it. So, because you're all you're all artsy fartsy. I figured you'd bring in like, oh yeah, I'm a huge so and so fan or something. But I guess not. Poetry.
No, I'm not that into it. I respect it, and I like to read it. Especially if it's like a positive, motivational type of things, or even like a love poet, poetry to a lover.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Come on. Just end it with you. What are you going to say to me?
I can't think of anything. Here, this is why I want to use ChatGPT. Give me a random topic, and I'll write. I'll write a poem. I'll have ChatGPT write me a poem about it.
A random topic. Write me a haiku. You want to do a haiku?
Sure, haiku.
Haiku about.
Quick. Come on. First thing.
Your chest hair. I don't know.
That was a good one. Write me a haiku. How do you spell haiku?
Haiku.
About chest hair. Let's see what we get here on National Poetry Day. This is excellent. Fuzzy mountain peaks, winter coat beneath the shirt, nature's warm embrace. That's brilliant.
That's beautiful.
You just took something like chest hair and you made it
disgusting. No, I'm just
romantic.
Kidding.
Oh, we all know the ladies love the chest hair.
I know. I do like it.
You run your fingers through it all the time. You get your ring spot in my chest hair all the time.
Okay.
Ow! Damn it. It's the back hair that's not as appealing. No, they just took chest hair and made it. I mean, that was
glorious.
Beautiful. That was, yeah. All right, give me another. So hold on. Fuzzy mountain peaks, winter coat beneath the shirt, nature's warm embrace.
Oh my God.
Let's do another one. This was fun. That went way better than I thought. Give me another one.
Suede bagel.
So that's coming up later on. Give me another one.
Let's see. Let's do
quick. First thing that pops.
Why can't you think of one? Why are you putting the pressure on me?
Mine are all going to be gross. All right. So so come on. Right.
Let's do Lake Michigan.
That's dumb.
Why? Because it's already beautiful.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Runny nose.
Write me a haiku about a runny nose.
What do you got?
Hold on, it's coming. Nose hums in the dark, a symphony of deep sleep, night's gentle whisper.
Oh, that's like snoring.
Oh, yeah.
It's more like snoring.
That wasn't bad, though. That wasn't bad.
Wow. You could change it, too. All you have to do is say, write me a funny haiku. Do like a funny haiku of chest hair, See what instead of romanticizing everything.
Funny about chest hair. That was already done. That is the most beautiful thing ever said about my chest hair, and I appreciate it.
It was
anyway, well, hey, on National Poetry Day, maybe
did you prepare something for me?
Okay. The only thing I have been working on is for International Women's Day, because I do need to. Actually, I do have something here. I totally forgot to send this to you. Do you want to hear this? We can save it for International Women's Day or on National Poets Day. I could read it right now.
Yeah, you can read it now.
International Women's Day was Friday. I can't believe I let it pass by. I don't know if this poem will help, but at least let me give it a try. You're a wonderful woman. You deserve a special day to showcase how awesome you are each and every way. I'm so sorry I missed it, but how about you turn around and show me that biscuit? That's how it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Beautiful as always.
Oh, I remember. I forgot. This was this last March, and I forgot International Women's Day.
You did. You had one job. And then I write a poem once a year.
There's also another poem I want to work on, and it has the line in there, less nagging and more gagging, but I haven't figured out.
No.
how I'm going to get that in there. But I think
Nobody wants to hear that.
I think I did a very beautiful job on National Poets today.
I'm actually impressed that most of it is endearing until just the very end. Usually you've got a few in there
the
on
whole
the way
show me
that
the
are pretty
biscuit part.
gross.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, well, I'm a poet and I didn't even know I was. What about this? This is kind of interesting. Gen Z making more old school stuff cool again for the youths. The latest photo booths. These vintage machines are having a moment in today's selfie culture. Why? Because there's something magical about the lighting and the one shot, no filter charm. This is a quote. There's something about the lighting or the way that the photo is created that makes you look 10 times better than you actually look. That's from Kayla Kane, a 26-year-old content creator. You have one try and you're done. You can't be Kim Kardashian taking 500 selfies. Naturally, TikTok is fueling the trend. So don't be surprised if you see a line of Gen Zers outside the photo booth.
Yeah, they really know how to make us feel old, right?
That is kind of a.
I mean, it's like they discovered this vintage, photo booth, and it's like, don't we still use those?
I thought
see them. I see them at weddings. I still see them at the mall.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still being used. There's it's nothing new or being rediscovered here.
You did just mention something kind of outdated, and that is the mall. You know what I mean?
So they still exist.
They're there. They're there.
The South Bend Mall is actually pretty nice.
It's the photo booth is right.
They have photo booths there.
They're right next to the massage chairs and then that little kiddie area, that little play area. Yes. I've always loved photo booths. All right. And they've been around for a long time, but I mean,
we've got a handful of strips, and I'm sure that Gen Z is like, oh my gosh, I have a photo in my hand immediately. That's not something they're used to. They don't print off photos.
I think I'm sure the next thing will be, and everything comes full circle. I'm sure Polaroid will have its day in the sun again. I'm sure
that they already have. My niece was into Polaroids. I think I got her like some extra packs for Christmas like 4 years ago.
Oh, really?
Polaroids have already come and gone again.
Come and gone again?
Yeah.
You know what? Well, I'll be excited for it to come back is the old timey one where the guy puts his head over underneath the curtain
and pushes the button.
That giant flash. And if you move at all, the picture is ruined. The picture is ruined. All right. That's what I'm excited to come back for.
No wonder they were afraid to smile.
Don't smile. You stand there like a lunatic there for 30 minutes while that picture waits to be taken. You can't do that.
Heat it up. Yeah, that was wild.
We haven't been in a photo booth in a while. We should probably. When was the last time we were in a photo booth?
Probably at a work event, like a work Christmas party. There was a photo booth like back in Missouri.
We do one with like this drunk Santa. Where was that at? Where the guy who was Santa that night Santa was tipping back at you.
Was I on his lap?
I think you did some gross stuff with Santa. If I'm going to be some inappropriate things, I think
I didn't.
You might have done some naughty list things. I'm not saying you bang Santa in a photo.
Oh no, the photo booth. Okay, I wasn't sure where you're going with this.
No, this wasn't that long ago. But I think you might have maybe made some suggestive poses with Santa. I think.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds like me.
You got his candy cane all excited there in the photo.
Santa was aroused.
Anyway, photo booths coming back. I don't know what they cost now.
I don't know. So are they trying to put them in their homes?
No.
Or are these content creators just hanging out at the mall now?
It's just hanging out there. Maybe they're seeking them out. They're renting them. Maybe they're renting them to take their photos and stuff. But coming back. So hey, old people, we're starting to be hip again with the youths. So
here's the other thing too. They say they look better in them. I don't get that. I mean, because you're all washed out because the one flash complete.
Well,
makes you look flawless because you can't see any detail of your face.
Right,
it's just one white face.
It's like
blurred out.
A 2.7 megapixel camera in that thing is not high def. And if you do the black and white option, you look fantastic. So anyway, all right, that is your morning dump. We'll be back.
See, Doreen, she is the wisest one on here. She said those dollars do add up, Brock. She was a room attendant. She saved all her $1 bills.
Or you could buy a bunch of scratchers and make even more money. That's all I'm saying.
Turn it around a lot faster.
Good morning, Michelle. Who you calling gentlemen? Hi, Madam no gentleman. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Scott. Yeah, Eric, exactly. I'm slow playing it. I keep pretending, and then the one day where I never come back, I go up for
There'll be signs. There'll be signs.
Oh, yeah, by William Shatner. There's something on the wing. There's something on the wing. There's something on the wing. I got to interview William Shatner, and he is one of the nicest guys. When he came to the Mendel Center, I got to interview him. I believe I aired that interview. And yeah, he's just awesome guy. Like, I'm just so cool. I was very nervous because it's William effing Shatner, but anyway, let's get right into sports. I still can't get over that chest hair haiku. That was awesome.
It was
Fuzzy
glorious.
mountain peaks, winter coat beneath the shirt, nature's warm embrace. Like, that's something from Maya Angelou.
Can I get more coffee?
What? You can do it in 45 seconds.
No, it's fine.
I don't think she can do it.
I don't think she can do it.
That's one of Kiki is terrible at movie quotes, but one of her favorites is from Semi-Pro, Will Ferrell. Awesome movie about the Flint Tropics. And there's a part in there where he is on there talking about one of the ball girls. Your ball girl for this evening, Stacy. She wants to be an astronaut. I don't think she can do it.
It's the best line in the whole movie.
So I don't think she can do it.
I don't think she can do it. We do that to our daughter all the time. She's like, I can do it. And then you and I kind of behind closed doors, we're like, I don't think she can do it.
Fantastic. She wants to be an astronaut. I don't think she can do it.
I don't think she can do it. Oh, Eric. He's picking on me.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas City Swifties are going to lose to the Bears on Thursday.
All righty. Good morning.
Down. You're going to.
Kiki's already getting trash talk to her. I love it. Fantastic. Over there reading the comments. Perfect as we get into sports. I love it. See, that's what I do love about football season is as long as it's done right, trash talking during football season is a beautiful thing. I'm not saying get blind drunk and fight a guy in the opposing team's jersey and get kicked out of the game in front of your wife and kids, but some friendly banter.
I do miss that about fantasy football.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was a lot of work. It was too much time. I don't do it anymore, but it was a good time with trash talking.
See, I could never trash talk in fantasy football because I'm terrible at it. So unfortunately, when my team was 2-14, it's kind of hard to trash talk when you're at the bottom of the league. It always did work out because I never really wanted to do the work fantasy league. And the whole rule was if you got last, you couldn't participate the next year. So it was, for me, it was always every other year that I had to do it because we'd always get banned for the following year. So I'm like, all right, I didn't want to do it anyways, guys. It's too much.
You're doing me a favor.
Doing me a favor. All right. Well, hey, speaking of sports, let's get into it. It is time for sports. Oh, yeah, doing sports. Let's kick it off with some quick scores from around the league. Last night, Chicago Cubs beat the Tigers 3-1. The Giants beat the White Sox 4-1. Tonight, the White Sox taking on the Giants again in San Francisco, 3:45. Detroit taking on the Cubs in Chicago at 8:05. You can catch that on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM starting at 7:40. I mean, there is some NFL news. I did have something. Actually, let's talk football here. And then we'll talk football and the Olympics. You know, we just finished up on the Olympics, but they're already gearing up for the Olympics in Los Angeles coming up in 2028. So the Lions go into their final preseason game with some decisions to make at quarterback and receiver, while fourth-round draft pick Sion Vaki looks as if he has done enough to earn a roster spot. Coach Dan Campbell. Dan biting kneecaps. Dan Campbell.
Who?
Dan Campbell. So, you see, you weren't here when we had this, when Dan Campbell came out as the new Lions coach, the new Lions head coach. Dan Campbell, if you don't know, for people out there, he was a former player on the Detroit Lions. He was actually part of the Lions and the season where they went 0-16. So he's been in the trenches. Well, when he got hired, he did a press conference, and this guy, Dan Campbell, came. He was like Howard Dean on his presidential run. He would say, we're going to be biting kneecaps on the way. And everyone's like, all right, Dan, it's the Detroit Lions. Let's relax, okay? You guys aren't a good team. Nothing's going to happen. And now here we are, a lot of us, myself included, I hate to say it, eating crow because the Lions had a phenomenal season last year. They're poised to have another good season this year, only building from what they had. But Dan made good on a lot of the statements that he made in that original podcast. But Dan biting kneecaps Campbell, I like to say, said there are still 5 or 6 roster positions up for grabs before August 27th, when rosters must be cut to 53. The Lions play their final preseason game against Pittsburgh on Saturday, taking on the Wilson Fields duo there. So the quarterback competition for the number 2 spot between Nate Sudfeld and Hendon Hooker has not been settled yet.
His last name's Hooker?
Hooker. You hooker.
You hooker.
You hooker. So anyway, so for all you Lions fans out there, still some spots, going to see what they're going to do, finish things up. They've benched Mahomes, right? He's done, right? I believe so. I believe Mahomes is just
done for preseason?
Just his career. It's over. The Chiefs are done. That's it.
You're so dumb. You're dumb. Not done. You're dumb.
You're dumb. You're a big dumb dummy. No, the Chiefs are probably still good, and that's what's going on. But they do play the Bears. Our buddy Eric's Bears.
That'll be a fun game.
Yep. Everyone is. I don't like the excitement around the Bears. I've been very clear on this as a diehard Packer fan, and I always have said that the NFC North is the best. You got the Vikings, you got the Lions, you got the Bears, you got the Packers. What I love is this is truly a localized division. All right. A lot of divisions are spread out. And you're like, they're not even like competing states. All of ours touch all the state. Basically, though they do touch. They do touch every one of it. At least they're connected. And I love that. I think it's the best division. And I don't like right now that the Lions are good. And the Bears, there's a lot of excitement around it. Are
you scared? Are you scared?
Little baby need his blankie.
The little Packle baby need his blankie. Jeez.
You know what?
All I hear is you being scared.
This is what bothers me.
Why are you so worried?
This is what bothers me about these Chiefs fans. All right. You guys lucked out getting Mahomes. All right. You lucked out getting Mahomes. The Bears could have drafted Mahomes.
Made a stupid decision.
But instead, you guys lucked out, and now you're good.
We made a great decision.
You lucked out, and you've been good for the first time in a long time. All right.
Right. So let us have this.
No. I liked it.
The Lions should feel me, because the Lions fans should feel me, because we also sucked for a very long time. Yeah, now we're doing really well. I
miss the good old days when you guys had Alex Smith as quarterback, and you guys were just awful, and I could always rub it in your face, and it was just so nice. And now,
we're good. So don't hate on us.
Oh.
Don't hate on it.
I hope the franchise folds and Taylor Swift writes a record about it. That's what I hope happens. And my money's on the Bears on Thursday. That's what I got.
You're going to root against me?
Yes, 100%.
Is this
100%.
like a NFC North thing?
Yeah, it is.
You're sticking with the pack?
Yeah.
Even though you're competing against them in the end?
I hope
I don't get that.
I hope Mahomes gets his head ripped completely off his body, right? Just viciously murdered on the field.
Okay.
Awful. But yeah, there's some more games. We'll talk more about that. I want to get to this though, because I thought it was interesting. So that's what we got going on. That's what's going on in the NFL. But the Olympics obviously wrapped up 2 weeks ago? Was it? It was not this the Sunday before. People still enjoying talking about it. I know there's a lot of athletes probably enjoying the fanfare, the ticker tape parade in their hometowns, bringing home the glory and the medal. USA did very well. People now are gearing up for the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. That's where it'll be. The City of Angels.
Wales.
That's San Diego. That's San Diego. That's Southern.
Okay.
Yes.
My bad.
You're bad. Close. But the NFL, of course, has a huge presence in Los Angeles. There are 2 teams located in the city, as well as a huge television production studio. In hopes of grabbing even more attention than they already have, the NFL is currently working actively on getting NFL players onto the U.S. Olympic flag football team, because flag football will be in the 2028 Olympics. Some players currently on the U.S. flag football team who are not obviously NFL players are rattled by the idea of NFL guys taking their spots. But stay tuned over the next 4 years and see just who makes this team and has a chance to chase a gold medal along the way.
That's a good point. And the NFL players taking that spot and playing this instead.
Well, they wouldn't. So here's the thing, is that it wouldn't be like they would leave the NFL.
No, I know that. It would just be for the Olympic team. For the Olympics, absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, for the flag footballers, if you got, you got Devontae Adams in there trying out for the team, you got Matthew Stafford going for the quarterback position. I mean, now flag football is different. And I wonder, even though these guys are just elite athletes, right? I mean, there's no denying like an NFL player could play flag football, but it also is a different mindset. You're not tackling. Reaching for a flag is a skill you need to develop. So maybe some of these guys wouldn't be as easy of a transition as they might think it is. Like, I play professional football. Well, flag football is different. It still is different. And they don't do the full,
They might have the speed, but you're saying they might not have the technique.
The technique, right.
To grab the flag.
Right. Grab the flag, or even
not tackling, not doing anything but grabbing flags.
Your mindset might be different. Going for a ball across the middle, you're going to protect yourself with flag football, Do you
really think that like NFL guys would like stoop down and play flag football in the Olympics? It kind of seems silly.
I mean, but you're on a national.
No offense, but if I was an NFL player playing like hard tackle football and I'm going to the Olympics to play flag football, it kind of seemed like a joke.
True, because you're taking off the pads now and you're playing something that
you played as a child.
You played as a child, but it is on a world stage and you could win gold medal. That's
for
something.
Sure. If you're greedy and you don't care about that kind of thing and you just want to be an Olympic athlete, then sure.
And two, another thing to look at, injuring yourself possibly. You go out there to be on the team, you
ACL,
blow out your meniscus, right? Exactly. Yeah. Marcus did mention they did switch. They changed that to flag football in the Pro Bowl, which the Pro Bowl is again.
But isn't that kind of a fun thing?
Yeah, it's just for.
It's not a serious.
No, not anymore. Not really, anymore. Yeah. And a lot of players have been like, look, we're not going to go get injured to play a game that means nothing. Which I've talked about this a lot, is they just need to do the skills competition, and that's all they need to do for the Pro Bowl. Get everyone there, have a good time, do the skills competition, have some fun, get some good music on there, and you're fine. Have Gronk DJ a rave there on the island, whatever you want to do, but you don't need to play the game. You don't need to play the game. But yeah, so I think it's interesting and as a way, but I do think it would be kind of cool. And also here, I'll finish with this. You know, a lot of foreigners, you know, bunch of tea drinking crumpet eaters overseas, and all those idiots in Europe, the Brits, whatever. You know me and the Brits, we're on the outside.
I know.
But you know, a lot of them, you know, when they say, "Oh, you're the Super Bowl, you're the world champion," because that's what it says. It's if you win the Super Bowl, you're the world champions, and they're like, "Well, you don't play the world. It's just there." Well, this would be a good way where we could finally settle that we are the world champion.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Like, all right, fine, all you trash talkers. Yeah, I want to see the football team from London. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bunch of pasty soccer player looking dudes. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck taking on our American football team. You guys are toast. You're toast, son. Yeah. So anyway, but that's what I would like to add. USA gold medal in football. Now we are. We've been saying it forever, but now it's in writing.
Here's our chance.
Here's our chance right here. So, all right. I think that's
so. Breakdancing is not coming back in 2028. I just want to make sure.
I'm glad you. Yes. Now that we're on the Olympics, yes, I'm glad you brought up.
Dang it.
Clearly, we're not going to bring back parade. I love that one woman brought down an entire sport at an Olympic level, at a world stage level. Rachel Ray Gunn completely dismantled a sport and a competition on there. Right. Yep.
Poor lady. She's just dealing with like the most massive hate right now. I feel bad for her.
I don't, because she was in on it.
She should have known that this was going to happen, I guess.
Okay.
You think it was a scam?
It was. Actually.
It was?
Damn it. I wish we had more time. Let's put a pin in this. Let's put a pin in this.
I'm so behind.
Because
I'm naive.
There's been a lot of stuff coming out about her husband being on the breakdancing committee for Australia. There's videos of like who she took on that were far better breakdancers than her. All right, let's put a pin in this. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Right. We'll talk about this tomorrow. So anyway, that's good enough for now. Sports on the Plan B Morning Show. We'll be back.
No way. I knew there was something sketchy about it. I was like, nothing made sense about her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess I didn't look into it. I'm just naive when it comes to that. Well, people are like, this is a scam. Or I'm like, all right, is it?
Good morning, Margaret. Well, as a Bears fan, I rooted for the Lions last week against the Chiefs. You're going to get just this whole season. What's going to suck, though, is that we're not going to have anything to stand on, because you guys are probably going to have a great season and make the playoffs. Good chance of the Super Bowl. I think you're already like one of the favorites for the Super Bowl again this year.
Again. Ugh, it's exhausting.
Like, yeah, you don't even pay attention during the Super Bowl anymore. You're like, whatever. It's us in the Super Bowl again. Big whoop. It's boring to you now.
I don't even throw parties anymore for it. I just sit at home by myself.
Another Sunday.
Just another game. Eric, you are on, buddy.
I think I think it is interesting, and people have talked about this, and it was even a possibility this year that the Chiefs and the Packers could play each other again in a Super Bowl.
We've been saying that for 4 years.
They could.
I know, we say that every year, and then the Packers crap the bed.
I'm not saying
they crap the bed, and it never happens.
I'm not saying that it's like right now, but in our lifetime, in the years, because Packers are always going to be
contenders. Yeah, you could say that about any team.
No, but it's special because it's the Chiefs and the Packers from Super Bowl
Well, if you would just match our excellence, you could get there too. And we can make this a reality instead of talking about it for the last 4 years.
We don't have the money to pay off the refs, so it's going to be a little bit harder for us. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
We don't have the money to sway the game and cheat.
Okay.
Bunch of cheating whores.
You're a sad loser.
Anyway, I hope it happens so you and I can be a house divided. It would be fun.
What?
What?
Michael. Like the Lions did?
Yeah.
What's the question?
I don't know.
Oh, preseason. We've all established it doesn't matter. We didn't even try.
It only matters when the
Mahomes was throwing half the balls behind his back, for God's sake.
That is, as a fan or anyone who's watching, like, oh wow, they're really not taking this serious. He's literally doing trick throws at this point.
They're just
not
even trying.
But you know what? No, that's that hubris. That's that Kansas City hubris that is going to bring down their demise. That's what's going to happen. Their cockiness, their laissez-faire attitude about thinking that they already got it in the bag. No, it's gonna bring them down. You know, Rome fell. All right, remember that. And people didn't think it could happen.
I like how everyone's talking.
Really running their mouth over here. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Everyone's running their mouth about the one time you beat the Chiefs. The one time. Good for you. Did you win the Super Bowl? Did you beat all the teams?
Doesn't matter. We beat the
world champions. No, don't care that your Lions or your Bears beat the Chiefs one time.
Packers beat them last year too. That's just, so.
I don't care how they started the season. Hey, Michael, how did they end the season, bitch?
Look, that's not our fault that the NFL script writers like it's only because Taylor Swift was there. That was it. And they just wanted to get screen time and viewership with her. That's the only reason the Chiefs won it last year. That's it. It's because the NFL is scripted. The NFL.
Do you have a big star cheering on your team? No, you don't.
We had
keep coming at me. Miles. I don't care.
God roots for the Packers. That's what I'll say. All right. Likes them better. Anyway. No, see, Kiki, you're experiencing what I'm sure a lot of Patriots fans had to deal with all those years when it was just Brady and Belichick just running through it. Everyone's like, God, we hate these guys. They're just stop it. Stop winning. Please. Anyway. All right. Well, we'll do more trash talk. And we got a whole season. We got to pace ourselves here. We got a whole season, guys, of this. So right now, it's time for your topic of the day. And I like this. What quote unquote old person opinion do you completely agree with? Now, does that make sense? So like,
yeah. Old timey. Yeah.
Let's say like, we always say, okay, boomer, because lots of times they have completely outdated, wrong opinions because they're stuck in their old ways. But I think as we get older, or maybe there are some things that an old person has an opinion on that you're like, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with it completely.
I think one of the ones I had thrown out was like the fix it, don't before you replace it.
Right. Or okay, how about this? And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe like they don't make things like they used to anymore.
Oh yeah, absolute quality of stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay,
and
for sure.
And just being able to, because a lot of old things you were actually able to work on. One, they would last a lot longer, and now everything is just junk plastic. And then people don't even take the time to do it. So I like that one. I like that one. Yeah. There's a bunch of good ones that I was kind of thinking, and I'm very technology based. And like one, when I was looking at the examples here, one that really stands out to me is like QR codes for menus. And it's not that I'm against technology in that sense, but it's always, I don't want to be looking at my phone when I'm at the dinner or like, if I'm out to eat and I feel, even though I'm looking at the menu and like I need to, I also like, I don't have.
I think that was hard for everyone when those came out, especially for the old timers who are, or if anyone has an Android, QR codes don't work for.
No, you got to download an app with a lot of.
You have to download the app.
Have it, but still though. But yeah, you're right. But I just there's certain things that don't need an app. Like there's apps for everything now. There's apps. You have to get an app for everything.
Oh,
it's like, Lee, can I just have a hard copy of this? Do I need to put in a password for everything? My God,
Yeah, I do agree. The menu on the phone, it can be, it's helpful for pre-ordering something before you get there, right? Having that option. But I like a hard copy because otherwise I'm sitting there trying to expand so I can read everything and you're just moving out, the letters around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to zoom in basically.
Yeah.
And then you got to move your screen around just to read everything. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just certain things where it's like, all right, you're overcomplicating it, and we don't need to. We don't need to. Let's go to Facebook here, get some answers. What old person opinion do you completely agree with? Robert said naps are amazing.
They are.
Yep. Yep. I like that. James said kids today have no work ethic.
I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
I would say, okay, because yes, I don't
It's
want to
just
be
different. It's different.
It is
It's
different.
because it doesn't look the same as what they did. That's why. I think it was like more laborious back then.
Yeah.
I think work ethic is just because you don't see people breaking their backs anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're not working towards something or working hard on something.
Look,
I disagree.
I will say, I think there's probably the number is larger than it was before. I think there's definitely a lot more youths that have a less than stellar a work ethic. But yeah, I don't like.
I think they work smarter and not harder. That's what I believe.
Well, right.
That's what I've seen. I
Yeah.
think they just work smarter, not harder. They're finding other avenues to take the path towards, financial success or happiness or career. I think they just take a different path than what people are used to seeing.
On right. It's
they're not breaking their backs over it.
Right. I can't be mad at a kid using Chat GPT for his homework. I would have done the exact same thing. All right. So yeah, so I guess that's maybe, but also though, does it? I don't know. Yeah, we could go in circles on that.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I think there's more, and I think it's probably not as good, but it is different. So put it that way. Nina said, "Buy cheap, buy twice." That's a good one. That kind of goes into like they don't make them like they used.
Oh yeah. I'm starting to be like that now. We used to be really frugal, mostly because we were like really, really poor in our 20s. So we did buy really cheap. And especially shoes, you couldn't wear them very long. They were done. But now that we can afford just a little bit more high quality stuff, man, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy as often on certain things that we now buy higher quality. That's very true.
Heather said her old person opinion that she completely agree with, saying sir and ma'am.
Oh, yeah. I tried that with our daughter the other day. She didn't get it. I was like, I wonder if I can start getting her to say yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. I like those. That's an old-timey thing that I like.
I say sir and ma'am all the time. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and I grew up like that. So I tried it on her a couple of times and she did not understand it. So I quit.
Yeah, and again, it's just it's a tick that same thing with please and thank you. Like that's just I think
manners in general.
Yeah, manners in general, but like please and thank you are huge for me. All right. Like it's just, and I think that is starting to become lost. And I don't know if it's because of digital world, we are talking less. So it's not there. But I mean, I say please and thank you almost obnoxiously. In my opinion, like everything,
you do too, but I like it. I think it's sweet. You do it with Alexa. You say please and thank you, even though obviously you don't need to say those things because you don't want our daughter to see you constantly demanding something without please and thank you, because we teach her to always say please and thank you.
Well, and I take it even like if we're at a restaurant, if the waiter or waitress drops off anything, stops by, I always say, like, they drop off water, thank you. Do you need anything else? Please and thank you. It's just, that's an easy one. Manners are an easy one. We just got a couple more here. I like.
Speaking of our daughter, she's screaming for me.
Let's end with this one then. This is a great one. Old person opinion you completely agree with. Morgan said nothing good happens after midnight. No truer ever been spoken.
It's so true. Gosh, I wish I really would have known that in college.
I thought my dad and mom were just being squares when they said it back when I was younger, but that is so true. Nothing good happens after
midnight. Should I stay or should I go? That's one we need to write down. Our daughter needs to hear that.
Now, there is a little caveat to that. Here's the thing. Nothing good happens after midnight. Doesn't mean it's not fun, okay? And that's the hard part to get across to people. It's like, look, I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but was it good? More than likely, no. More than likely. Was it good for you? Absolutely not. Was it good? But no. Anyway. All right. Well, there you go. That's going to wrap it up. We're going to be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around.
Oh, we get a lot of people that disagree with kids have no work ethic.
Kids these days. God, it's
I just don't agree with assuming, like, unless you have kids that are this age and you know they don't have a work ethic. I'm sorry, or you employ kids kids in that age range and you know they don't work. I'm just saying from my experience, they do work hard. That I've had like assistants who are in that age range. They do work. They just work smarter. They don't work harder. And they also just don't they're not the kind that break their back and work overtime for no pay or for no reason to prove that they're working harder than everyone else. That mentality, they don't have that. Doesn't mean they're not working hard. They just don't break their backs.
Well, and yeah, I think too, there's a lot of jaded older people in this, and I'm not saying you're jaded, but it's one of those things where a lot of people spent their lives, grandpa worked 45 years for the mill and retired, and he works 5 to 80. It's like, well, that sucks. Like, I don't want to have to do that. Like, grandpa shouldn't have had to do that either. And the fact that we don't now doesn't mean that kids, I don't like painting in broad strokes on this because I know
not everybody is the same. That's what I'm just saying. Steve says I do, and I see it every day. That's fine. Then you see, that's your experience. Yeah. My experience is different. I've had Gen Z who work their ass off, so you can't generalize it. You can't generalize a whole generation and say they all don't work hard.
Here, and also a guy who tells fart jokes for a living. It's that's the pot calling the kettle black. So I don't think I have a dog in this race, or a dog in this hunt, or a horse in this race. I picked the easiest job I could do with this little amount of effort. So I'm not going to say anything.
What are you talking about, Eric? You aren't on time for the show. Your work ethic is like the kids. Oh, I'm on time for the show every morning.
I think he means me.
No, he said Kiki, not Loki. It was a typo. What are you talking about? Now I know you guys are just making shit up.
All right, go get our daughter. We got to go anyway. So,
Jesus
all right, everybody.
Christ, people.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.